Welcome back to Pivot with Purpose with me, your host, Carla Wilmaris. If you're new here, this is the podcast where we celebrate every step of the journey of finding our purpose, and it gets a little ratchet on the way, so we celebrate that journey to get there. I do want to remind you before we get started that we're going to Tulum. Yes, we are. I've been telling you, ladies and ladies only. Fellas, you can fly to Tulum. It's open to you. The ladies will be there together. We have an entire villa, so it's Synergy Wellness Retreat. I ain't gonna lie to you. SynergyWellnessRetreat.com. You go there. We have some spots left. We have 7 women that have already committed to coming. So shout out to that. We're going to Mexico. I don't care if Tulum, like I said before, is the new Miami. I haven't been yet. So we're going and we're going to have a great old time. And all the information about what's included, because everything's included but one meal that we're having outside. Everything's included. Every party, every meal, every activity, everything. So check it out. Again, that is SynergyWellnessRetreat.com. Now, we've got a guest. I just realized that the guest that we have today, not only is this is not her first time. And I'm thinking, oh, you were on this one time. And then she goes, no, it was twice. And then I was like, we go together.
We are a couple.
We go together.
Like, for real, for real.
Krysta's here.
Yes! AKA New City Girls.
So Krysta, you have moved. You didn't live here, and then you like came back a little bit close. You're like, I'm not quite gonna move back. Right. I'm gonna stay on the outskirts.
Stay on the outskirts, but then I'll be moving again. So it was like kind of a like need to decompress.
Okay.
From Miami.
Miami can be a lot.
Miami's a lot.
And I don't think you mean like North Miami. You mean like Miami, and the mix of things.
I was in Miami.
South
and
Beach?
I loved it. South Beach, Brickell. I definitely found myself. Oh, look, right. I just got sugar daddies. That don't be. I just got sugar daddies. I got sponsors.
Hey, teach me your ways, because I went for the love ways and it didn't work.
Don't we all? But we all go for the love ways sometimes, and it just don't work. Yeah.
Even we have the opportunities to be like hella hoes. I'm like, oh,
right.
I don't.
Because even being a city girl, I was just
like,
it's
hard.
This is for me. It is hard.
I want to cuddle.
Right.
You don't want to cuddle with me, but I say this all the time.
The same D every night.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like it real bad. I don't know why. I'm
you really
listening to
do.
Carisha, and I'm like, Carisha's doing her thing, and she's so happy when they were Diddy that I'm like, if I keep saying real bad, maybe I get a Diddy that wants me.
Real bad. You might. I'm taking you to Miami, girl. I just
got back from there this week. When I took the baby, it was like a family trip.
Oh, yo, we gotta go to Miami. We gotta.
Okay, can we do it soon?
We need to do it soon.
Okay,
because you got your little wild side.
Yeah.
Bitch, you gotta laugh.
Right.
We about to be outside.
Just for a little bit.
Just a good like outside weekend.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that. Well, Krysta's been on 2 episodes before, and one of them was virtual because the pandemic hit us. Yeah. And then she just reminded me, she was like, oh my goodness, this is a level up, because when she first came, I was still doing it out of my extra room. At that time, it might have been even my phone that was recording the video.
I think so.
So I think I had an extra phone recording the video. I had the mics. I had like way extra equipment that I didn't need for audio. I had like these converters. Shit I saw on Google. And I had to like test it all, because of that's why I was able to engineer so many things afterwards. So all happens for a reason. But yeah, we did. It has changed a little bit. Even the name changed. It's a whole different name.
I was like, shit, I'm 30, and I'm like, oh, I'm so pivoting with a purpose now. Like, damn, I feel like grown. I feel like we like grew up, like
we
together
did.
A little bit. Like,
okay, I'm so uncomfortable. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about something that came up because I was watching Yvonne Orji's special on HBO Max. Mm-hmm. It's called A Whole Me, and I love her.
That was good. Yeah,
it's so good. She had another one before that I watched also. She's a really good stand-up comic.
She's funny.
She's
hilarious.
I didn't realize
she was that funny.
And I don't think she really be cursing. She doesn't curse, and she's a virgin.
She's a virgin?
Yes, because that's her big thing. She's a virgin.
Shit.
Yeah, Nigeria. She's waiting to get. She's like 38. Wow. But I guess if you don't know
what it feels like, you
don't think she masturbates?
She gotta masturbate. Ain't no way. 38 without experiencing an orgasm? Can you imagine? I do experience orgasm every morning.
What?
Every morning.
Hey, Krysta, please.
Every morning.
That's a lot.
Well, actually, I didn't have time this morning because I had to get here. So
it's 2 o'clock. Wait a minute. It's 2 o'clock. What do you mean you didn't have time?
I plan on doing it before taking a nap after this.
I use every day?
Every day.
Do you use a toy?
Yes.
This was not the conversation where I was going. This has nothing to do with the episode. But I am okay. Wow, but don't you get desensitized by using a toy too much?
Yes. So I read a lot of research on that, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to chill, because I'm like, as soon as like while I'm having sex with somebody, I'm like, I mean, you ain't getting it to where I need you to get to, So I'm like, just go ahead, finish up, babe, finish yourself, and I'm gonna just. Oh no, don't worry about me.
Yeah.
So I said when I actually get in a relationship, I'm gonna like
stop for a while.
Stop, because they said I think it was like a couple of months, or
it'll take months to get it back.
Weeks. I think weeks. Don't quote me. I don't think months.
It could be months.
Yeah, it could be.
I wouldn't. It could be months.
I mean, if you jackrabbit that shit like I do on a daily basis,
it might take you a year.
Bitch, it might take me a year.
When the right one comes, be like, I'm holding myself to marriage.
Right, I'm holding myself to marriage.
Just about the time you get married, you can feel some shit down there.
Some shit, because right now it's just a little,
Oh, well,
so that's good for her. That's nice.
So yes, she's a virgin. Love her special. But there was something she talked about in the special, and she was saying that she was so tired of being a strong Black woman. And as she was talking, I'm like, wow, I feel that shit. And lately I've been on this whole I've been always a very independent woman. Right. I had my child young. I was married. He wasn't doing about nothing. So I had to, I've always just been this strong. But it's also a trauma response. When you don't get, cuddled by your parents and you kind of sent off into the wolves and figure it out by yourself, you become hyper independent. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about, because this whole strong Black woman independent type thing, because where I am in life right now, this wasn't me a couple years, I would say before 30. I wanted to be independent. Now I'm like,
I'm tired.
I don't want to be strong. Actually, flabby. Not one muscle.
Yeah, I don't want to do it anymore.
I don't want to be strong.
But do you think more Black women are becoming this way? Because now, we have the soft era has been spoken more.
Girl, I said something about soft, and Ayana goes, oh, you want to go into your soft girl? What does she say? Your soft girl phase.
Yeah,
you want to go enter into your soft girl
social
phase
media thing.
And I said, what is
it's
soft
on TikTok
girl?
And everything. Everybody's like soft Black girl era, and I'm like, bitch, I want that. What is that?
I want to be soft. I want to be fragile. I want to be a flower. I don't want to do anything.
No, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like we did it because we had to do it.
Right.
And we were always in survival mode. Now it's like, and men always say, and I hate this, they're like, oh, well, you're so masculine with me. I want to see your feminine side. Well, you don't put me in that.
They definitely have to put you into a feminine space and treat you that way. Because, no. But with me, and I know you witnessed me wanting love, then finding love. Right. And you were one of those people, just like so many others and myself, it was just I found my prince. I had my everything, my forever. And I finally stopped being strong. I stopped. I let it go. I let him lead. I'm like, I really found a man to just throw myself back. And I closed my eyes, bitch, and I opened up. And it was a fire.
Because that's scary, though.
It's scary, but then it proved me right. It was it validated that fear.
Pillows, you were buying pillows and shit.
I was buying fucking fluffy, soft pillows.
You were home decorating. I was like, who is this bitch? I love this for her.
I loved it for me too, but again, I closed my eyes. I leaned into that feminine side because I really felt safe. I felt protected. I felt loved, and when I opened my fucking eyes, train wreck. Shit had gone to shit. So now I'm like, well, am I only supposed to be a strong woman? There's no way I could be weak, because if I'm weak, everything's going to fall apart. So then I look back into her special and I looked up some lyrics, which we're going to go through, because goddamn, we've been fooled all these years. All these years. INDEPE.
Girl, white toes. I got white toes.
I will show you because they're grown out. I was like, wait a minute. Webby and Lil Boosie was out here telling us to be hella independent. Just to find a bitch who's not independent, want to depend on you all day.
All the time. Because that's what they do. That's always the side bitch is always the one
dependent as fuck.
Yes.
Oh, so you wanted the broke girl. You didn't want want the one at home with the money so she can go 50-50 with you while you go fuck the broke.
And that 50-50 shit.
There's no 50-50 here. When we're talking about strong, there's strengths that I have, there's strengths that you have, and I want to bring the strength of my weak side. Not weak, of my soft side.
Your soft era.
My femininity.
Yes.
Let that be strong. That don't mean 50%. I mean 25. I got you with 25.
I made you a home. That's about it.
I'm down with the light bill, the internet usually, because I'm gonna have
groceries.
I love doing groceries. Right. Yeah, I'll do groceries out of my pocket. I'll pay my phone bill.
Yeah,
you definitely gotta pay my car.
I like that. Let me add that shit to my list.
Yeah. Oh no, you pay for my vehicle.
I like that.
But the vehicle gotta be in my name.
Facts.
Yeah, because then when you leave,
I'm still need
what just happened? I still have my truck. Right. Let me see what else. I think that's about it. I'll take us out to eat sometimes.
Yeah, see, I'll do a little, razzle dazzle.
Yeah, like I'll order a chef in sometimes.
Make you feel like
I'll take us on a vacation. I'll buy the flights.
Exactly.
I'll buy the flights.
See, to me,
not all the time.
50-50.
Sometimes.
Right.
No, this shit is almost like 70-30. I'm 70. I gotta shut the fuck up.
Right.
This shit's on video. And
when you said car, I was like, well, I mean, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me add that to my list. Shit, maybe I was like, damn.
No, he should pay for my car.
He should. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Yeah, add it to your list. Yeah. No, when I have a man, I like to pay for my car because you want me to get to places safe. And every time I the car, I think of you.
That's nice.
You want me to think of you every time?
I think of you every time I'm in Gucci.
Every time I hit the pedal to go, I feel you, baby. It keeps me safe.
Protection.
Yeah, protect me, honey. Okay, back to some of the songs. Destiny's Child, Independent Women.
Yes, that's true.
All the ladies. I was like, wait a minute.
I buy my own. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she said she paid. Let me open it up.
Yeah,
Let me open up these lyrics. I have them open right here. Let me see them. Open up. I thought I already had it up. We gotta go genius.com. You know Genius.
Oh yeah, Genius. Good.
All right. She says here, the shoes on my feet, I bought them. The clothes I'm wearing, I bought them. The rock, damn,
she bought her own rock.
She bought her own ring. Yeah. The rock, cause I depend on me if I wanted. The watch I'm wearing, the house I live in, the car I'm driving, and I get it. I like the fact that I have my house, I have my car, I have my business, and all this stuff. But can you add yours to it as well? Yeah. Can you pay half of mine? Cool. There's a mortgage here. Let's split it.
Right.
It'd be cool.
But damn, wow. And we were singing it too. Like, oh, good.
Loud, bitch, singing.
Yeah. But whatever happened to Bills? Because the bitch was singing Bills first.
And then this whole, like, I want to be strong and independent thing came forth. And then I believe it really brings forth, like, toxicity within our relationships, right? And for us as women as well. Mm-hmm. Because I put on here also, it's like, we stay in certain situations because we're strong. Yeah. So now I can look back and say, I stayed longer in a situation than I should have, but I felt like I would be perceived as weak if I left. See? You're not a strong enough woman to handle marriage.
But you know what? It's crazy that you brought that up because it reminds me of my divorce. When I decided to leave my husband, I remember I was in the turning lane and I felt like the lowest of the low. Cause we talked about like leaving a narcissist relationship, leaving a...
Who would have known? And you had been through that and you were telling me about it.
And it was just crazy. So I'm sitting in turning lane and the first person I call is my mom. And I love my mom to death. Like she's amazing. But when I told her, I was like, I feel like I'm at the end. Like, I don't know what to do. Right. Like my life was just ripped from me, and she said, you got to get over it. And I'm like, why? Well, why do I have to get over it? But I didn't process that, And then she said this term, and it always stuck with me. And it said, well, maybe you're not as strong as I am. And, for me, it's like, and I know she didn't mean it that way, of course. But it's like.
It's a generational thing.
Yeah. So I thought, now that I'm grown and now that I'm, that I grew out of it, that I healed from it. And I think back, I'm like, damn, what has she gone through to even
some shit,
to be able to say that to where I'm going through what I'm going through.
Like, I won't lie, and I wonder, I don't think she would have a problem with me sharing this. I had a conversation with my ex's mom, probably about November of last year. I left in February, and I will never forget that conversation. It was about a 45 minutes to an hour conversation, and she was married for 51 years. 12 children. She was there till the end when he passed away in 2020. Wow. And I remember, I won't go into the car. I just remember saying, there's no way I want that life for me.
See?
There's no way. And she understood because I was telling her, I'm like, I don't think I can do that. I don't want that for me. And she was like, I understand. I get it. And I'm like, There's no way. There's no way I can lose myself. There's no way I will continue doing this because I'm strong. Yet a woman like her, I can say it's strength out of this world, but not strength that I want.
Right.
That's not, you know, when you see like fit models and you see like the bodybuilder models, I don't need that much strength.
Right.
Just give me the cute petite with the little this right here, just a little bit. I don't want the big muscles. I don't want that much strength that I have to endure 50, 60 years of my life miserable because I'm strong.
Because you're strong.
And that is so dangerous that we're teaching our kids. And you don't have a daughter, I have to be careful with.
Yeah.
Because I wrote on here, there's a tendency to associate strength with certain groups of women that suffer from several forms of oppression. Ooh. Women from the working class or women of color in particular. So we don't see this whole like be strong for white women. They ask for help. They get the nannies. They get the assistants. They get the chefs.
But the moment we ask for it, oh, you can't take care of your own kids. And it's usually by our friends, by our peers, by our family.
Yes.
That are like, well, you can't take care of your own kids, or you can't pay your own bills and pick up your kid. I did this for you and da-da-da-da. Like, I was this, and the third. Why do I have to be that? Because you work 3 jobs.
I remember being the darkest thing in my elementary and middle school. I went here. Now they're not like that at all. But I was just, I was the black girl, although I was Spanish. And I remember going to a lot of white kids' houses, right? These girls, I played ball. It was all white girls. And they had nannies. And they had cleaning people. And they had people that come cook. And like these moms basically just did their like mom duties. And because they needed help. Help. We need help. We're weak. They need help, and it's just like all about helping them. And it just doesn't. It usually falls within in the Hispanic household. What you clean that floor with a toothbrush every week, a couple times a week. The house is clean. The kids are fed. The man is fed and fucked. You still gotta go out and get a part-time job to help with the house. And it's like she's a strong woman. I strive to be like that. Why? This is overrated, and I don't want to anymore.
Why?
I don't want
it. I don't want it.
I don't want any parts of it. And I don't want anyone to like tell me again, oh, we want a strong. I am strong. I am strong. But it's the specific strength that we're talking about.
Right.
That I don't want.
Yeah.
Help me.
No, I don't want it.
I want to tell all the guys I want to help. I'm a like damsel in distress all the time.
But you know what? When I first got to Miami and I was telling everybody like, oh, this is what I did. And I'm the founder of a mobile app, blah, blah, blah. It was like me. I was so used to like pulling out my resume.
Right.
That I met this guy, super wealthy man. And he told me, he said, stop saying that. He said, real men don't care about what you bring to the table. We just want you at the table. He was like, stop leading with that shit. And I was like,
we'll find out later.
Yeah. Situation. He was like, he said, you're hot. He's called it a hobby. He said, your little hobby's cute, but I can take care of all of this. He said, and I'll let you do what you want to do. That fulfills you. He said, but nobody want to hear that shit. So stop telling people that. Girl, I'm about to call his ass today. Because now me telling this story is like, damn. Let me find him again.
Let me find him one more. Hey, big head.
So true. Right. Hey, stranger. But it was so true because once he told me that, I switched up the narrative. It was like once I started acting like this hopeless, like, like help me. I mean, it was like pockets, like how much, what you need,
Okay, but then that's right there. Also my like, where I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that far because why do we have to minimize our wins and minimize what we do for them to feel like they got something going on?
True.
True. So I think if I'm just trying to use you as a sugar daddy or I'm just trying to like, you're not all that, I might play a damsel in distress. But I also don't want to minimize what I do. I got a business. Yes, I own my home. Hey, do you have a house bigger than this one? Great. About the same? Or even smaller. We'll use yours for a rental property.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. You know what? Maybe we'll put
a team. You want to
I do, team. But then once I'm with you, it's like just let me lean on you, right?
Yeah.
Let me be strong in my business and you support it and still say, hey, there's so much power in a man saying like, oh, you just came home, let me rub your feet.
Right. Let me just
How was your day?
Because you work too.
Right.
You did your shit
and
too.
I'm not asking for you to do this every single day. It's just like I don't want to minimize my accomplishments and be like, I'm just so like but I still want to be like, I'm tired and I'm fragile.
Yes, exactly.
And just like treat me like a feather.
Exactly. No, I love that. And that's why I look for like as a partner. Girl, Miami was not looking for a partner, but in a partner, that's what it's like. I want you to understand, I am the shit in my own lane. You're the shit in your own lane. but I'm still a woman. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Still, I know that I've walked in that like male. What's it called? Like not femininity, but that masculine. And I mean, I've been very masculine and just like want to go with everything. But now I'm like, I'm going on a date tomorrow.
Oh, you going on a real date tomorrow?
Yes. So I'm going on a date tomorrow. I believe he's from Tampa. This is my now second date from a dating app.
Oh, this is your second date with this guy?
No.
Oh.
Second date. The first time. No, the guy, I even think he listens to the podcast, and I've talked about you, but he just ended up being just too much. Like, we was arguing because I wasn't getting back to him on time, and then he want to put his whatever he had going on with his family. He's like, oh, you didn't hit me up, and blah, blah. And I'm like
they getting sassy out here, sis. They getting love.
That is the word. He was sassy.
I had a dude ask me after the first date. He's like, I want to be taken out on dates too. I want to be wined and dined. I'm like, what?
Who are you talking to?
Girl, literally was like, I want you to pick up the check. I'm like, oh, what? I don't even know you.
On the first date?
Second date.
So he wanted you to pick up the check on the second date?
Second date. And then he's like, mind you, it was his idea to go out. And then he's like, well, I don't understand. I want to be wined and dined too. Then he said, you're a boss, bitch. He said, like, I'm a boss. He said, I want you to boss up too. And then turns around and asks me, why are you never feminine around me? I never see your feminine side.
This is the second time.
Yo, apparently we have a dick measuring contest.
Right.
You're a boss. I'm a boss too. Let's boss up. I want to be wined and dined.
No.
I'm going to do the shoulders. These men out here are sassy as fuck.
I know. Well, yeah, he definitely got sassy, and it's like, I was just like, look, sir, I called you back because you said you wanted me to beep. And now I just stopped responding because don't question me, especially when I was very clear to you that I was not available. I wasn't really available emotionally. Like, I don't know. I'm just seeing where it goes. And I go, it's cool. Then I just got over it. But anywho, he was from Tampa. So now this other guy's from Tampa as well. I think it's my Hinge that's going out like further out.
Tampa's nice.
Tampa guys are kind of cool. Yeah, as long as they're willing to come over. I'm not really going to do the Tampa trip too often.
Right. Okay.
It's like too, and traffic now to Tampa is disgusting. It's not like it was a couple years ago.
No, it's nuts.
No.
Yeah, it's
I didn't like it. So it takes like damn near 3 hours. It feels like going to Tampa is like going to Miami.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So anyway, we were talking for like the past week, and I gave him my number today. He's like, okay, so now that you have your number, I want to take you out. And I'm like, I'm down.
Okay.
When? He was like, tomorrow, Magic Game.
Oh, you go to Magic Game? This is a good
date, right?
Oh,
I like it. So we're going to the Magic Game. I was like, the Magic. So we're gonna go and okay. Now here's the thing. What if we go on the date and he got me sitting up there with like Jesus?
Oh, see that.
I didn't ask, and I'm not gonna ask where the seats, but I've never gone to a game and sat like
up there.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm always courtside, although I've been.
I mean, but you are who you are.
But I can like at least, because I like basketball, so I want to at least see the ball dribble.
Right.
I want to feel that.
Ants.
You know.
You go get the $42 seats. And go to the Magic Game.
Stop.
You be like, babe, can I use those binoculars?
Okay. So I just gotta act normal.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, bitch.
Okay, so here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna ask my program director to see if we have some type of hookup for the Magic Games. That way I can like, just in case we get there. Like once we're in the building, maybe it's easier for me to go down if we had someone, or maybe like a box seat. I'm just gonna be prepared. And I shouldn't be doing this. I should just allow him to do his thing.
Yeah.
But
you're nervous. I would be nervous.
I'm so nervous.
It's like, I need a backup plan. There's nothing wrong with a little backup plan.
My backup plan is to bring my ass home.
Yeah, true.
And it's down the street. Like, it's right here. My house is like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, so
from the stadium.
I think this is dope. This is a good first date.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a date. I don't know how we got to this or why I even said this.
I don't know, but I'm gonna text you tomorrow, bitch.
It'll
be like, what else you said? Send me a picture.
Well, there was another thing that I was kind of triggered by today on Instagram. I was reading my horoscope. I don't know how much I believe in astrology. I don't. I just like reading shit on astrology and being like, this fits. Or, it's just kind of like reading something that makes you think. To me, astrology, when I read it, it just makes me, it just provokes my thought process and my feelings. And, could I be experiencing something like this? What should I do? That's what it brings to me. It's not like I'm like, I believe in blah, blah, blah. Anywho, mine for today was, we all need people and relationships, Taurus. Anyone who acts like we don't, doesn't understand the importance of support and partnership. But we also have to acknowledge that there's a fine line between valuing relationships and codependency. If you have issues with being alone, it's something you have to address. Being alone is our default setting. We came into this life on our own, and there will be moments that in our lives where we'll find ourselves alone as well. And I don't like that.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
I like Taurus.
So I'll tell you what I didn't like about this. It says, being alone is our default setting. We come into this life on our own. So where the fuck is the bitch that birthed me? Right. I didn't come in here alone. I actually wasn't even made alone. I was made by two people fucking. Right. One. Then a person gave me life, birthed me. 9 months I wasn't alone. Then I get birthed and I'm not alone. Then once I'm alive, I get left out by myself alone. I die. So I had to be held for how long and be fed. And so we're not alone. And it's the sense that goes back to being a strong Black woman that we're like, oh, you can do everything alone. We're not meant to be alone. Why? Where did that narrative come from?
I don't know. That's a good question. What the hell did they put that in a horoscope?
I don't know.
That's depressing.
And I like that one. And I read it to a few people and they didn't get it, but that really triggered me. Yeah. And I think it was because it says we came into this life on our own. And this probably has a lot to do with like trauma and most of the mommy issues that people don't really think about. I think mommy issues are way worse than daddy issues.
Not that worse.
Either one of them are good, but or that I'm being.
But nobody talks about mommy issues. But that's a whole other topic.
It show is.
A whole other topic.
I told you guys there's a whole topic on it. I have an open letter I did to my mother years ago. It's called Mommy Dearest. I think it's episode like 59, 69, something along those lines. But yeah, I think that maybe it triggered me more than anything because I'm like, wow, I actually didn't come into this world alone, but I have felt like I did because there's so many other people that it's like, well, their mom is still there. Like I talked to Wendy and her mom, I'm like, you just gotta adopt me. But she talks to her mom, and as much as she annoys her, she's there, and they take trips together, and they're so close to their mom, and I'm just like,
wow,
I don't know what that feels like.
Really?
No, there's no communication, there's no relationship, there's no nothing there. And even if I tried, so I'm like, no, we're not supposed to be alone. And yes, codependency is not good either.
No.
So but then why do we have to go to extreme? Yeah,
there's a balance.
Like you value certain relationships, you have to value these people. Right. So needless to say, I ain't like my horoscope.
No.
I don't want it. I didn't want to read that one. But I can pick up everything else from the outside where it was saying, it's okay to want companionship and support, but always remind yourself that you'll still be fine even if you don't have it at certain points in your life. And that's where I'm like, it picked back up.
At certain points.
Yeah. So I'm like, I get it. Right now I'm in this whole like, I'm okay being by myself.
Right.
And I'll say it every episode, I feel good being single. And I'm not lying. If I was lying, I would tell you I was lying.
You look good.
I feel good. And I'm busy. So I really don't have much time for like a whole relationship because I still have times where I yearn my past relationship.
Right.
I yearn the family that I built when I think back to the Jersey house. Like, I can't see those kind of wood floors because it brings me back. I see my son and I see pictures all the time and videos that I'm like, man, what the vision was for my family. So sometimes I'm like, what if, God? What if? And then I swiftly remind myself, bitch, that's not what you want. Because me getting, let's say, total fiction right here, put like a voice over. I don't know. Don't nobody take this out of context. But let's say I want to go back. I were to go back, and I'm like, if I were to go back specifically to my ex, that would mean I got to make sure breakfast is ready and lunch is done and his clothes, my clothes, the kids' clothes are washed and put away. That's just like, you got to make sure you fucking them when they're tired. It's just.
Were you doing all of that?
Girl, 3 meals a day, fucking cleaning, taking care of the baby, taking care of everything for him. Everything. From his shoes to his clothes to his itineraries to everything in the house. Right? Anything in the house. Like, there was people fixing the stove and fixing all that stuff. Who was taking care of all these contractors? He wasn't home. I was home dealing with the contractors. So it's like, do I want to do that again?
No.
Absolutely not.
That doesn't even feel like 50-50.
It never was. Yeah. It's not even financially.
Right.
We'll just leave that alone.
Well, that's another problem.
We'll leave that shit alone. But at the end of the day, when I have those thoughts come to me, because they will come, and this is for someone that's maybe going through a relationship right now. It's really hard when you envision an entire life with someone and you want, you still have love, or you still have the idea of what could have been. But I do remind myself, why is it gone? And why is it not there? Because I've been beating myself up for months for like having the thoughts of, you know, that idea of a family. But no, I don't want to do what I was doing.
Because you don't want the idea of a family. You actually want the family.
I want what it was, not what it became.
Right.
And once it became that, we're not going back to nothing else.
Right.
That other shit over there that made me fall in love and made me want to be the soft girl made me crash.
Yeah.
Because I got to keep my eyes open in that certain relationship.
Sucks.
So... whoo, sweet baby Jesus. I ain't going back to that.
No,
but I can't.
Right now, single, because I know you know, like you do. Because I know
do.
you really like the relationships. You
love
really
them.
But
I can't
right
remember.
now,
I can't remember what it was like really wanting someone like that. And girl, yesterday I went to sleep at 6:30 in the afternoon. I came home. I gave the baby a bath and I was like, I ain't finish up. And I'm like, I'm going to go read a book. Don't let the baby know I'm in the room because he wants to go in there.
Right.
I opened up my book. Girl, didn't read one word out of it. I was asleep 6:30 p.m. Woke up at my regular 3:30. I went to work, but I don't have to worry about texting nobody back, answering any phone calls, like trying to look semi cute. You know, because you be going to bed and it's like, we don't really try, but you still like...
yeah, you know, you want to spray a little... Yeah.
You spray, or at least like if the hair is like real crazy, kind of like just pull a little water.
You know right here? The bonnet on, you know.
You know, you do a little something. You might like, okay, instead of going to bed like completely naked, let me put a cute pair of underwear on. Right. Or let me put the robe on and just let... You know,
little titty.
There's always something that you're doing just so you like get their attention. Even if you're not trying to do anything, it's just like, you know, I don't gotta worry about none of that. I can go to bed with like stuff on the bed on the other side because that other side of the bed doesn't get touched. I don't know. I really enjoy it.
You're living my life that I've been living for years.
And I think of you. I think of Mandy. I think of friends that have been single for a long time, and I'm like, okay, it's a little late in my journey. But
no, actually, not. I think it's right on time.
Yeah,
I don't think it's late. I think it's right on time for
35.
I think the shit is right on time. Right on time, because you allow yourself to open up and let somebody just come in because you're not looking.
And I actually got money now.
Yeah, and you actually got fucking money now.
I got money. Like I got the baby the baby kind of grounds me because there's no way. I was like, ain't no way I could have been out here single
with the bag,
with this bag right now and no baby.
Outside.
It's Psalm. Jesus, you gave me this baby because you were like, I'm going to put money in your bank account and I'm going to open up these opportunities. But I also made you, and I know you're a little off. Right. So let me throw this baby to ground you.
Hey. Don't get crazy. Well, damn, I felt like God just let me out. I'm going to send you to Miami. You're going to have a tech company. You're going to get the bag.
I think God knew you would be able to... I would be in jail, okay? There's a lot of decisions I've made or not made strictly because I can't go to jail.
Right.
Because of my kids.
If
I didn't have kids, you know how many mugshots I would have?
I'm like, they're Carla.
By this time, I would have been like twirling my hair and my mugshot and shit like...
That's it.
No, God knew I had to give me them kids. I couldn't go to college as out of control as I was, so I got Ayana. And this time around, he was like, you got too much coming your way, too many blessings. I don't want the devil to be able to like grab you because you're gonna be outside.
Yeah, you're gonna be outside.
Too much outside. No. Yes, but yeah, I'm glad that I'm single.
I love that.
Before we get into our listener letters, I want to talk about learn English. I do want to talk about BetterHelp, which is where I go to therapy.
Me too.
Do you?
I do. I go to BetterHelp.
Therapy,
love BetterHelp. Oh my god.
I was actually still haven't tried it, and it's been a couple of weeks now. But I had Michelle here, and she was saying that BetterHelp has like this group therapy that you can enter.
Oh, they do.
And she's like, it's included in there, and you choose certain topics, like whatever you might be struggling, and you can kind of. It's one therapist. Yeah, it's like a virtual group still.
And I love communities, so that's probably amazing.
I need to try it.
I need to try that.
I've really been slacking the past 2 weeks, so I need to try it to get in more because I have had my feelings.
Yeah.
But BetterHelp, what is BetterHelp if you don't know? So BetterHelp is a site where you go and they assess your needs and they're going to match you with your own licensed therapist. You can start communicating with them in under 24 hours. Now, here's the thing. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. You actually get counseling done securely online. Like, you use, it looks like FaceTime or a phone call, but it's done securely through their site or their calls. That way you're not just having a free conversation without, they're recorded. They know what you're talking about. It's way more affordable than traditional.
Way more.
I did traditional therapy for 5 years before I got with BetterHelp.
It's expensive.
Expensive as fuck. Yeah. At least $200 a session, between $150 and $200 a session, right. Which that's a week.
Yeah.
So here you're probably gonna be paying the price of 1.5 sessions for the entire month to have a weekly call, and then you can
love my fucking therapist.
Do you?
Every fucking week, I'm like, Brittany, get my life together. And I literally look forward to those calls. Listen, and they give you homework and everything. You know, they give you like homework.
She sends me homework, like
and worksheets and shit,
assessments and shit. Like, answer them, and I'm like, and then she'll call it when she would call. She's like, okay, so I see that you answered this, and I'm like, oh, you read it too?
Like, they read it. Saved my life, girl.
Wow. Literally. Therapy has saved my life. So if you want to be a BetterHelp girl like us. No, because I wouldn't tell you guys about this every single freaking episode if it wasn't real. So I want you to go to betterhelp.com. So that's betterhelp.com/PWP. PWP. You're gonna get 10% off your first month. If you need financial aid, definitely say, hey, I don't have this, It's a questionnaire. You're not talking to the government. Say what you gotta say. Don't be embarrassed, and you can get it hella low per session.
Definitely works.
It works. You can switch your therapist if you're not into that therapist or whatever.
I switched mine 3 times. I found Brittany.
Really? And now Brittany can't go anywhere.
3 years. 3 years now.
Holy shit!
Oh my god! Am I codependent? Every week, I'm like, can't wait to tell Brittany this shit.
Brittany, you're doing a good job, bitch. You're doing a good job. No, you literally, like, your therapist becomes it's a paid best friend.
Yeah, it literally is.
It's a paid smart ass best friend.
Yes. And they get your shit
right. And it's like, because you are paying them and they are non-biased, they can really tell you about and they don't really be telling about yourself. They be just saying one thing and you tell yourself about yourself.
She telling about myself all the time.
No. She'll say one word and you're like, yeah, because it's damn, was that me?
Wow, am I the drama?
I can't be the drama. There's no way I'm the drama. Anywho, check that out, betterhelp.com/PWP, and let me know, how it goes for you. So you can send me a DM, send me an email. I want to know how it goes for you and how it's been. Tell me your therapist's name.
Yes.
I want to know your therapist's name. Mine is Stephanie.
Mine's Brittany.
My main one that's not with BetterHelp that I haven't seen now in forever. I freaking miss her is Dominique. Dominique is that. Really? That's that bitch right there. That's the one that saved me from so many things, from when I was in corporate to when I met Wax to when we got together to when we got engaged. So she was both our therapist and individual therapist of the both of us. Nice. So she went through it with me. You hear me? I still check in with her every year. I'm like, you got an hour for me? She'd be like, yeah. Because I just gotta fill you in. I gotta fill you in. Yeah, I gotta tell you, girl. She been good. I'm gonna pay you to tell you about my life. That's some bullshit. There's some shit, but it works. It works. Don't think. This is why white people have been doing it for a long time.
Seriously.
So we're gonna go into our advice letters. You can email me at askcarlawilmaris@gmail.com. So askcarlawilmaris@gmail.com. This one I got in a DM today. I went live and I was like, if you have a scenario, you need advice, let me know. So she said, what would you do if your best friend just broke up with her no good boyfriend who went back to his ex-wife? How do you be a supportive friend when she's having panic attacks that her life is over? And she also now has to live and support a house that they built together. So I asked her how long had they been together. She said 3.5 years. They talked about marriage. She stayed at fertility appointments. Luckily, the house is in her name only because the day of closing of the house, some things popped up on his credit that would have denied them together.
Thank God. That's God, girl. Stop.
God did. So like, just this part alone, let her know that God has been walking with her. Okay, that's it. And if you guys haven't honed into that. The house is in her name because God was like, I know what's coming. Bing, bing, bing. And this is yours. This is yours and only yours. So I did ask how long had they been separated. And she said that when she when they got together, he was only separated from his wife, not officially divorced. Okay. And the divorce came while they were together.
Oh, so they did get divorced.
They did get divorced. So now he went back to his ex-wife. Damn. He left her after 3.5 years for the ex-wife.
Do they have kids with the ex-wife?
No, I didn't ask that. But she's basically trying to figure out how to be a supportive friend. And I can kind of just say what my friends did to be supportive. They were just there, right? And I know there are plenty of times where I felt like shit because I wasn't a good enough friend at the time. I'm like, oh, I'm not showing up for you guys. I'm always like so dark and ugly. And they're like, it's okay. To go through that. Yeah, they were like, it's okay. And they would just still show up and they would just still bring some wine or just hang out and know that I was just a wreck. So just be there. Send them podcasts. Did I listen to this podcast?
Oh, I do that all the time.
Send them certain songs. Paola has no idea. She got me through sending me not Cardi B. What the fuck am I talking about? Carol G. Carol G.
Not Cardi B.
I'm like, Cardi B making me like, fuck me, nigga. Like,
that's how I got through. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion got me through.
Carol G, it's in Spanish. I didn't really know who she was. I'm like, why am I listening to this? I started reading the lyrics. This bitch went through what I went through. And when me and her are besties, I actually missed the concert here. What the hell happened? I don't know why I missed it.
So all of her songs are in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I can. I'm gonna just stick to Cardi.
Yeah, just stick to Cardi. This one she was just telling, girl, I'll break down the lyrics for you later. It's so good. She made one song for the other woman.
Damn.
She's like just basically letting her know that you think you took him from me because you're beautiful. If he did it to me, he's gonna do it to you. Like girl, it was so good. But anywho, I think that's how you can be supported. Send them songs, send them movies,
just be there. Just being there. I think so. I think just being there. You don't have to do anything extravagant. Don't make your friend feel weird or like you're actually doing too much.
Right.
Let them go through. They have to really go through the process of the grieving process, the anger.
And it takes different time. It's different for everybody.
It's different. They may want to fight one day. They may want to just cry one day. It's just they may want to turn up and then cry again next week. You just gotta let them go through those emotions. Also,
steer them away from certain addictive stuff.
Yes.
So steer them away from drinking too much. So if she wants to get drunk all the time or like be fucking out there like everybody. Right. I think while you're going through grief and heartbreak, the least you should do is drink. Start casually dating right away. Yeah. If you're going through like some serious heartbreak. But then again, I have a client, Joy, that we're editing for her. And she was with someone for 7 years. They broke up and she started dating within 3 weeks.
I did that, but I did that as a coping mechanism, honestly.
Well, she found her somebody.
Oh, did
and she's been dating him now for 10 months. Yeah, but I think also they were high school sweethearts. So they were like young.
Oh, yeah. And
there was like never... and she talks about it. She was like, it wasn't even like this crazy nasty breakup. It was like one day they were just like they just kind of grew apart. They just didn't have the same views.
And she finds somebody that's
when you go through some traumatic shit,
right?
Take time.
Yeah, take time.
Like I think you would know if you're doing it because you're healed and moving forward and doing it for like a good reason, or if you're doing it to numb the pain.
Was me. I was numbing. Like I used
I'm using work to numb. Yeah, I'm staying hella busy.
Yeah, see? That's
too busy.
Good. I always say, like, stay busy.
Yeah, but that's bad, too.
Yeah, but...
Because you need rest. You need time to get to know yourself.
Turn over and the bills get paid.
Oh,
at least you turn over in the bank account, you like...
yeah, but no. So what I'm learning to do right now is just kind of... take time for me. I'm still hustling. I'm still making that money. Right. Mostly because I need to survival. I have 2 children I got to take care of. But taking therapy, just encourage her to do therapy. That BetterHelp code helps everybody.
Yeah.
Send her that. Send her books, send her podcasts, and then if there's any, you see her getting a little too wild, then maybe invite her to do something that's not too wild.
Like a painting with the twist, like little stuff that. Yeah, that's not like
a paint and sip or whatever.
I always say don't take them to the club all the time. Like, no, don't go to the club every weekend. You're like, all right, let's do something else. Like,
definitely do that.
Just be supportive. Just be there.
Support just means just be there. Not doing the most.
Yeah, not doing the most. Because then that shit starts getting weird.
Actually, let me see if I asked some on Instagram. I was like, what would you do? Let me see some of these answers. Okay. Won't say your name. Got drunk and had sex with my best friend. Caught and scared to talk to him. Caught my best friend and scared to talk to him about it.
Oh, so she got drunk and they had sex.
Yeah.
And now they don't want to talk about it?
Yeah.
You plan on seeing this nigga again?
That's
Right. Some gotta be brought up.
At some point, or do you just
was it bad? Like, I mean, what do you say?
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, like, is it awkward now? There's so many questions.
There is so many questions to this. So if it was just sex and y'all were both fucked up, I would say
I would just go
pretend like it didn't happen.
I would pretend like, unless he's making it awkward,
right?
You know,
don't be the one that make it awkward.
Right? Don't be the one. Just act like everything is cool.
Or
like,
I would just like, you know, in a jokey joke way, you can always like be like something that's what she said. Right? Something along those lines. That's what she said. And then you'll probably both look at each other. I mean, and maybe did you like it? Maybe you liked it.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to be
right. Maybe you want to go again.
I don't know. I don't feel like people get drunk and just have sex. There has to be some type of chemistry there already.
Drunk. So I want to have drunk.
This?
See, I've never drank. Well, I think I got drunk when I was 21. Well, tipsy. No, shit, I got drunk. Because I remember.
That's a long time ago.
That was, right. I'm 33. That was a minute ago.
So you just not.
Yeah, I just don't like the taste. Just not my thing.
So you're just always sober.
Always sober, which is fucking crazy because you know me. And I'm like, bitch, I live this life sober.
Do you do, you say you smoke weed, but not really?
Yeah, so I started that in like, you know, little quarantine.
Me too.
I was like, really?
Smoker.
Wow, we are.
It's getting crazy out here.
Getting a little fucking weird. I started with the edibles and then I'm like, then I can't roll, right? So like people give me like pre-rolls as gifts.
I found King Palms and now I'm obsessed with them. King Palms. Apparently it's rich people shit. I didn't know.
I like rich people.
But me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1.99 for 2.
Oh.
But it's this leaf and it's already rolled. It's amazing. You just stuff it. And it burns slow. I love it.
All I need is like good, like 3 pulls, and I'm like,
that's it. Oh, if I do 3. It's getting wild here.
Right, 3 too. Bitch, I'd be like,
I do 2 in order for me to just chill. When I do 3, I'm like
this is it. I'm like
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Right,
like what's up?
Quit walking butt naked in my kitchen by my fucking self.
Yeah,
it gets a little nuts.
It's like
yes, it gets a little nuts.
No, I didn't. If I do 4, wow. Then
wow.
Then and only then. So, okay, going back to the thing, getting drunk because you're like gotten drunk. I don't think I would just get drunk and just smash somebody.
Really?
Unless I already felt like I wanted to fuck beforehand.
Right.
A little bit. There was already something there. Now, with this whole smoking situation, 5 puffs. Then 4.5.
Then it's just like I'm fucking anything?
I might. I haven't tried.
I mean, if I get, I'm around like 4 or 5, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking the pillow. Like, whatever is here.
Because I feel so relaxed. And I'm like, well.
And my orgasm lasts longer.
Girl, and you know why? Because time goes by mad slow
as fuck. I'm like, am I still coming? This is great.
It's been 5 minutes.
This is amazing. Don't stop.
No, legit. Because when I smoke, like my friends know when I smoke because I'm more like, how long have I been here? Or I'm waiting on the phone and I'm like, yo, it's been like 20 minutes. And like, bro, it's been literally 30 seconds. Or if I go eat because I get hungry. So I'm like, I'm going to go to a drive-thru. I'm like, I've been waiting forever. What's going on? And my friends in the front, and I look at the time that I've been on the phone and I'm like, I've only been on the phone for 3 minutes. So it's from the time that I came.
Crazy. Driving? Like, I always feel like I'm going the speed limit. I'm going to realize everybody passing me. I'm like, what the fuck? Why does it take me so long to get there? Realize I'm going 30.
My dumbass smoked to go to Miami this weekend, right? So I'm like, son, get in the car. So I took just 2 pulls right out of the car. So I'm like, I'm chilling. I was so chilled, which is what weed does.
Right.
Then I'm like, it felt like I got there forever. But then Wendy was like, this is my real smoker.
Yeah.
She's like, it's not about the time that'll take you here. It's the fact that even though it's going to feel like longer, you're going to be relaxed. And I said,
Wendy sounds like a whole fucking vibe.
Right. A whole vibe. She's like, it's the vibe. And I was like, I was kind of vibing down the turnpike. It was cool. The turnpike was cool. Okay. I was looking at the cars, the trees was chilling.
Looking at the cars.
Yeah. Like I saw who passed me. I saw the trees.
That's my
dead rodents. Like I saw it
10
all.
10 and 2 bitch all the way. I'm like, why the fuck everybody's all around me?
No, I did. I felt the vibe.
I love
okay,
that.
girl, back to your drunk
story.
story.
I'm sorry, girl. Just if you want to do it again, do it again.
Just do it again.
Yeah, if you want to do it again, do it again.
I think you want to do it again.
I think so. I think this is about to be what's that? Friends with benefits.
Yeah, or maybe you guys are meant to be together.
Do it. If the sex was good.
I
think twice.
This nigga said, what would you do if you ruled the world? If I ruled the world.
Imagine that.
I don't know
my song.
Yeah, that's I love him, baby. Well,
if I ruled the world,
hope that didn't hurt your ears. Yeah, what would you do if you ruled the world?
I mean,
I just want to rule myself, honestly.
Right, I don't even want to rule the world.
No,
that's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of white people.
Man, that's a lot of white people.
They're gonna kill me.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people. That's too many. I don't think I want to rule the world. I would love complete control of my world. Like for me to be able to control what can happen, who could do me dirty. Like I would love control of that. To control my world, who comes in, and I would like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to rule the world. So if I had to rule the world, I would appoint someone else to rule it for me.
What it said, get somebody else to do
it. Get somebody else to do that.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else. And she's like, but there's two people right there. Get them to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Let me see if I like any of these other ones. What would you do if you had 24 hours to live?
Oh my God. Well, I'm about to cry. I just watched From Scratch.
We're done. We're not having this conversation, bitch, because I'm on episode 2 and everybody No, I stopped watching it. I'm not watching it. No, because everybody told I think I'm too fragile right now and I'm not ready for heartbreak.
All right, maybe you shouldn't watch it. Because that shit, I say snot headache.
Wendy said she was crying for an hour after it finished.
Literally, I was on the plane back from Houston and I'm like still fucking crying.
Nah, I don't have time for that. So I was in the bed and I'm on episode 2 and I posted it, right? And I'm like, I'm going to Italy to find me an Italian. Like, an Italian is my soulmate. That's who I want.
You know, they love us over there.
I know. So I'm like, I've never been. So I think this show, and they were like, girl, wait till you get to episode 5. You're going to be heartbroken. And I was like,
yeah, you might not want to watch this.
So I'm not going to watch it yet. No. So don't tell me anything about it. I do know that he dies.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why. So spoiler alert, he dies.
I think he did a good... I mean, like, when that question, I will live it just like him.
Oh, just fuck. Like so he was sick. So he knew.
He knew.
Fuck you.
Damn, now I told you.
You just told me.
I'm a horrible person. I always tell the ending. But he knew. Okay, I say shit else.
Did he know the whole time?
No, don't do that. Because then I'm like, girls, episode 3. See, no. I am the worst. Don't ask me. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me because I start talking. Damn, no, okay, now I'm going to have to watch it.
You have to watch it.
Fuck. Okay, well, we should probably put a spoiler alert. Hey, Stephanie, let's take this right now, this audio, and let's place it to the beginning. If you're watching from scratch or haven't watched from scratch and want to, do not listen to the next approximately 5 minutes of this conversation because Krysta got a big ass mouth and told it all. Told it all.
Sorry, guys. I'm literally the worst. I'm that friend.
Okay, it's fine. So we're gonna end the episode here because now it's no point. No point in even speaking anymore. No, but we end the episode every time with a Bible verse, just going back to, my roots, what I believe in, regardless of, like I said to you guys, we go through this journey, and this journey is not pretty. It's not fun a lot of times, but it's still a journey. If you're always, like my therapist tells me, if you're always looking for a solution, if you're always looking for the end, then you're not going to get to enjoy the process of getting there. So I'm enjoying the process. Okay. All right. Now that we're there, we're going to go to Mark 2:17. Mark 2:17. It says, Jesus said to them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." And I bring this one up because I think we judge ourselves a lot. Like the girl saying, like, right?
That was good.
You like that?
Good job. That was good.
Thank you. And here's the thing. Sometimes we read these and we all pick it up. Just like I say about astrology, we pick up what we want to pick up from it. And this is what the Bible does for me. We read them and we're like, well, how is it going to touch you today? And if you feel like you're too much of a sinner, if you feel like you're too much of, too sick for Jesus, right? I'm too much into porn, or I'm too addicted to a drug, or just you feel like there's no way to fix you. That's who God is searching for. Right. Those sinners to bring you back. And that doesn't mean that if you're thinking, oh my God, well, I got all my shit together. Excuse me, Lord, sorry. I just said that swear. Oh my God, sorry. He knows your heart. If you're like, I got my things together, I don't need God, blah, blah, blah. You're the first one. You're the first one, because not one of us here are completely clean. We're all sinners. We were born sinners. Yes. So go back to God and just go to church. Church is something that my ex used to say a lot. And he was like, church is the hospital, right? Mm-hmm. We go there to get healed. And that is true. We do go to church to heal. So wherever that looks like for you. It could be what is the place called for the Muslims?
It could be a mosque.
A mosque. It could be, what's the Asian one?
Is that a temple?
A temple. Wow, you did really good.
Damn,
in school. Look at you. You did the religious class.
I did. I got a D.
God, you know about the church,
exactly.
not the mother ones.
That's about it.
So ours, for me, is the church. For me, is Jesus. But whatever that is for you, hone in it and know that at least for Jesus Christ himself, he wants those sinners. He is your doctor. If you are sick, come and get healed. Because we're worth it. We're worth it. I want to talk about our worth probably next episode or one of the episodes. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially when I'm talking about Jesus. But I'm gonna do at one point, what our worth is, because sometimes we don't feel like we're worthy of even God being there for us, and we are. Yeah, we definitely are.
I love that.
Well, that is it. Where can they find you, Krista? Oh, you have to come back. Like, there's so much more we have to talk about.
We have to talk about it.
Okay, we're gonna do another episode.
We're gonna probably do another episode.
We're gonna do another
episode.
So
you guys will be seeing me soon. But you can find me on Instagram. So it's at Krysta Krysta Monet Monet.
Fancy.
Yes, and that's pretty much it.
You don't have anything you're doing right now, business-wise?
Yeah, well, I have Ivy's Garden, which is the community for curious women. So it's very sexy, very naughty tribe, which is a naughty tribe of women of color. It is amazing.
I gotta go to one of your things.
You have to.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. I ain't gonna take you yet, girl. I gotta ease you in.
Okay.
Yes, but it's amazing. It's for women of color to just feel embraced and that are very curious about their sexuality. And
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So Ivy's Garden?
Ivy's Garden.
All right, y'all. Listen, see, my girls that be listening on here, all them thousands of you, y'all are all very wholesome women, but I know some of y'all
be the main one.
I know y'all be curious. Go to Krysta.
Just come to me. I got you. It's a lot of y'all in the community.
I don't got you, but she got you. I provide you with the access and direction to get to where you're trying to get to.
That's what she does. She's a connector.
That is it. Don't forget that we have ideatolaunchpodcast.com. If you're trying to launch your own podcast, use the code PIVOT. You can get $100 off for that course. I feel like my hair's in my face this whole time. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.